Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Ryan, and for today's video, I'm gonna be doing a pedal board rundown of all the pedals I'm using, the gear I'm using, and how I set up my pedals and how they sound. So I'm a drummer, as you guys know from my channel, but I'm also a worship guitar player and a worship leader here in Colorado. And one of my favorite things to do is just play with pedals, build my pedal board, and just always try and improve my tone as much as I can. It's super fun to me. It's like the endless journey of the best tone. In this video I'm going to be running through the signal chain. I'll run through each pedal, how they sound, what I use it for, why I set it up that way. So let's get started. So I'm running into my amp, which is a Vox AC15, just standard Vox AC15. I've had it for a couple years, and it sounds super good. Just does what I need it to do. It sounds great for the type of music that we play at church, very contemporary sounding. And then the guitar I'm using is a Fender USA Pro Telecaster. It has a humbucker in the bridge and a single coil in the neck. It's one of my favorite pickup configurations. Sounds super good to me, best of both worlds, I like to say. So that's the gear I'm using. As you can see, here's my pedal board. A lot of stuff going on, but it's not that hard when you get to know it. And I'll run through each pedal and how I use it and why I use it. So before we start, I'm running into under my board. There's a Temple Room Pedals Infinity Buffer. And as you can see, my cable's running into that, and I like running my buffers underneath my board. Easy access to plug it into, and I don't have to worry about anything happening to it, and that also saves real estate on top of my board as well. So out of the Infinity Buffer, it runs into my first pedal, which is CMAT Mod Signet Comp, and I use this pedal. I don't really use it for the squishy compressor sound. I use it for the volume, brightens up my tone a little bit, and adds some sustain. So here's my clean tone, and also my amp's being mic'd with a MXL 770. So here's my clean tone. No pedals on. Just the amp and the buffer. So as you can see, this sounds pretty good. A little dark, a little weak sounding to me. So that's where this guy comes in. This guy is gonna add some volume and definitely brighten up my tone and add a good amount of sustain as well. So here's with the CMAT Mod Signet Comp. So as you can see, it just adds a good amount of sustain and a lot of volume as well, and brightens it up. So that pedal stays on all the time for me. So I'm going to leave that pedal on for the remainder of this video. Next pedal is the Electro Harmonix Nanopog. I have this guy set at a lower octave right now, just to fatten up some higher leads and stuff. So here's the Electro Harmonix Nanopog. So it's a fun kind of pedal. It sounds really cool. Sounds really good with overdrive too. I'll show that in a sec. That's a great pedal. Then it runs into my Exotic Effects EP booster. And what this guy's going to do is actually add a good amount of volume, some grit, and also is going to fatten up my tone. So the Signet Comp brightens up my tone and adds the sustain. This guy takes it back just a little bit more, fattens it up, and just adds some more volume and a little bit of grit. So here's with the EP booster. As you can see, a really good sounding pedal, adds a lot of, just fattens it up, and adds some volume and some grit too. So that pedal also stays on all the time, so I'll leave that on for the remainder of the video as well. And then so out of the EP booster, it runs into my overdrive. This is my main overdrive, the Paul Cochran Timmy with the updated chip. I run this guy pretty hot actually, and most people run it pretty low as their lowest stage, but I really like the sound of this guy pretty cranked. So this is one of my higher gain stages. So here's what this guy sounds like without it. So super thick sounding, super saturated, great for some chunky chords. Great for some heavier leads too. So that's my main overdrive. Then out of the Timmy, it runs up into the JHS Supervolt version 2, and I run this guy as my lowest, or second to lowest gain stage. Super transparent, great for when I'm leading, playing rhythm, and I don't want something too heavy. So here it is without. So as you can see, this adds a little bit of volume, a little bit of some more grit. Super great sounding, great for just some rhythm playing. And out of the Superbolt, it runs into the Full Drive 2 MOSFET by Full Tone. And this guy is my security pedal, I like to say, because I know it's going to sound good through every amp I play out of. This is kind of like my go-to pedal. If my tone just isn't working, I go to this pedal and it sounds good. So here it is without. So as you can see, it's pretty low gain. That's how I like to set it up. It's great for when I'm leading, and I need something even lighter than the Super Bowl. And I know it sounds great through every amp I've ever played it through. So yeah, I definitely love that pedal. And then out of the Full Drive, it goes into the JHS Andy Timmons Signature pedal, and this is like a Marshall in the box kind of thing. I set it pretty hot for when I need some Van Halen tones, or if I want to just play around with something. For a little bit. So it's a fun pedal to have on the board. So I'm going to switch to my humbucker. So here it is without. So as you can see, it's super 80s kind of hair metal sounding, but that's what's fun about it. Super fun pedal to have on the board, and it's also useful too if I ever need it. Then it goes into my volume pedal, which is a industry standard Ernie Ball VP Junior. Great volume pedal, feels really good. I really like it. And then I'm running the tuner out, Polytune, just a standard tuner. I really like the screen on it, super bright, easy to see. And then so out of the signal chain part of the volume pedal, it goes into my delay, which is a Boss DD500 digital delay, and I really love this guy. A lot cheaper than the Timeline, but I think it sounds just as good as the Timeline. So here's a setting from a faster song we played this weekend, just a dotted eighth kind of sound. So super good sounding delay. I really like this guy. I have some heavier settings too for swells and stuff. Super lush sounding. Really like that delay. And then out of the delay, it runs into my reverb, which is a Boss RV6. And I use this guy strictly for the modulate setting. I use a lot of spring reverb on the amp. So this guy is really good for super lush sounding. It's just a nice, super long trailed reverb. It's got some modulation to it as well. So I'll play that for you. As you can see, it trails on for a long time, even when you turn it off, which is cool. I really love that pedal. Here it is with some swells. So again, really good sounding reverb like that. So I'll just play a couple of different pedal configurations that I like to use, just so you can see how the pedals sound together. So here's this first one, kind of a if I'm playing like a dotted eighth, kind of more overdriven sound. Here it is. That's a good sound. I really like that sound. Here's some more ambient kind of things. Let's see. That reverb sounds super good. And then we can do some more fun, different kinds of things. That's that Pog with the overdrive, super fun. This guy's really good for if I want to do some just heavier. So that's a super great sounding, it's a super good sound. Yeah, so as you can see, this pedal board is super versatile. Not a super amount of stuff going on, but I really love this setup that I have. Yeah, and I hope you guys enjoyed. This is my setup, how I run my pedals, the amp I use, the guitar I use. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please let me know if you guys want me to do some more guitar related stuff, some more worship guitar stuff, worship tutorials, Q&As on how to play worship guitar, just stuff like that. Just let me know. I'm all down for that. Definitely love playing guitar as much as I love drumming. So yeah, so guys, I hope you guys enjoyed, and till the next video, have a great day.